Hey everybody, welcome back for some more World of Warships. Today is a division with myself and my Akatsuki, Thunder Nugget in an Arpeggio Nachi, and Demolisher 2002 in a Belfast. So as things get started here, I'll just let you know that this is a recording off of a replay. The initial recording I did had a couple glitches in it, so I had to go back and rebuild the whole thing from a replay, so... There's some interesting chat that happens in this, and that's all I'll say about it throughout the entire video, and not just that right there. So, of course, being that this was a 4-point map, we decided our division was all the way to the west. So we're going to head west and go into the D point. Ordinarily, if I'm by myself, or we have a smaller division, or we're in the middle, I usually will drive for the center there and guard the channel for the first couple minutes just to make sure nobody tries a YOLO rush. However, this time, being that we were the three off by ourselves all the way to the west right next to the A side, we decided to go for the A point and cap it.
Enemy force detected.
I do like the Akatsuki quite a bit. The triple torpedo launchers that I got all fully spaded out is really nice. So, one thing I don't like, and this is across pretty much all ships, is when you dump your smoke, turn on your speed boost on, and then try to lay a long, straight line of smoke for your teammates to use, the maximum possible smoke screen. It's really hard to get turned back around quickly without taking a whole bunch of damage if you get spotted. The turn radius for any ship here gets really bad, and you tend to take a lot of hits.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Didn't take too much damage there, but the Akatsuki only has so much to spare, so... So we've got quite a few enemy ships over here contesting the A point against us.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
I'm trying to get my ship lined up for another torpedo blast. I'm going to take 2 narrow, tight torpedo runs here, and then one widespread torpedo behind them to even things out and kind of maximize my chances for damage and my chances for hits, and then get back around the edge of this point here to counter any counter torpedoes that are coming back at me, which in this case there were, and had to actually do a little bit of maneuvering here. I wasn't in any serious danger, but still had to actually put a turn in, or I would have taken a hit there in the fantail. I don't know if you noticed the low damage Akatsuki from the other team who came up real close got hit, but he's the one who took the torpedo there, which is why I got the devastating strike and single shot killed an Akatsuki, but only got 7,604 damage because he'd already been hit with some kind of pretty severe gunfire.
Engine boost deactivated.
Here's my division joining me with a little bit of extra help. This Cleveland factors in pretty heavily into the battle later on.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I was trying to get some more hits and possibly fires on that Aoba since he was already incapacitated or on fire, but I couldn't get the aim on him quickly enough and keep myself from running into the island here, so... While I backed myself out of collision danger here with the sandy resort beaches, the ARP Congo comes into
Torpedoes, direct front.
very obvious attack range. So it's time to go deal with her. She's not focused on me, but she's definitely a ripe target for the picking here. Both gunfire and torpedo fire. Now, I launched all those torpedoes when the Congo was broadsides to me from her left, from her port side. But watch this.
Our team has taken the lead.
She turned around so hard, she came back into range and took the torpedoes on her starboard side, the same spread I fired.
Ship sunk.
I don't know that I've ever had somebody sail around past my torpedoes and turn out of the way of them and turn back into the way of them before. It's kind of funny. Quite a bit better damage on the Congo than on the Akatsuki.
Smoke screen set. Our victory is inside.
Laid a smoke screen down for my team here. A little bit of cover for the Cleveland. Because this this Colorado is going to get closer and become a problem here in a moment. Didn't zoom out of my gun sights quite quickly enough to avoid colliding with the Cleveland. But between the two of us, we're going to give this Colorado quite a bit to handle.
Our victory is inside.
So I fired 2 spreads of torpedoes here, specifically keeping the third spread for the eventuality that the Colorado rather was going to turn, which is exactly how it played out. I was extremely happy here because I thought, this is it, I've got him, he's all mine. I'm going to sail right alongside of him. Got 2 good hits with my initial torpedo spread, and now I've got a third torpedo spread ready to go, and I completely just underestimated the speed of my torpedoes and overestimated the speed of the Colorado and absolutely just totally blew that shot. Absolutely no reason I should not have sunk that Colorado right there. I should have had a tight spread and fired them right at him at this point, and he would have been all mine. Instead, before I can get enough damage on him, the Cleveland gets him, but that's totally fine. I cannot be mad at the Cleveland whatsoever, because for one thing, he did me a favor. I probably would not have survived that once the secondary started finding their range on me. And secondly, I should have hit him with the torpedoes in the first place. I completely screwed that. Totally my fault for not killing that Colorado. Just glad that it didn't end up sinking the Cleveland on our team instead. And we were talking about this in the in-game voice comms about how disgusted I was with missing those torpedo shots on the Colorado, so Demolisher was razzing me in chat. He wasn't doing it to be a jerk, I promise. It was all in good fun. And I was pretty mad at myself anyway. Now my torpedoes here, I was a bit concerned that I was going to miss the shores and end up hitting the Cleveland, but as you'll see, it ends up not being an issue. And that's that. I've got a clear run now. I'm all alone over here at A. Nobody left but me, including enemies, so might as well head in for C and see if I can't help Cap. which also gives me time to answer a little chat razzing while we're steaming forward. And detected enemy Arpeggio cruiser within gun range. Once I finally get the range in on him, and he stops maneuvering side to side, which never helps, I finally start scoring some hits on him. Get a fire on him, which he promptly extinguishes as he's extremely low health and happened to have his repair ready. Get more hits on him with HE, but that don't start any fires. He takes a pretty decent AP barrage there, which doesn't do any serious damage. Then I get an incapacitation, which I thought was a fire at the time. And then with my final salvo heading in here, he takes hits right before my shots hit, which results in my HE doing the final bit of killing damage on him. For my third sinking of the battle. With a decently respectable amount of damage. I did a lot of damage on the Colorado that I didn't sink, even though I really should have buried him. And my 3 torpedoes that missed should have absolutely put him to the bottom. And probably given me around 100,000 K of damage and a 4th kill. But, like I said, I completely screwed up the torpedo launch. There's nobody to blame but me. And I got distracted by my phone or something here at the end of the battle. I don't remember, but I was trying to get around the corner to get within range and shoot at this Furutaka or Kirishima. And I never did shoot at him at the end. I don't remember if my phone was going off and I had to pay attention to it or what happened, but at any rate, I don't fire again, and we hit 1,000 tickets, and that's that. So there's the score, 77,000 damage, 5 torpedo hits, a lot of gun hits. First place, second place, and fourth place for our division. Very good work for all 3 of us there, boys. Pretty reasonable amounts of damage on all the guys I killed. Should have been a lot more in that Colorado, but take what I got. And the score, pretty good payout there. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. The video release schedule is going to slow back down to its normal speed from here on out. And I look forward to bringing you guys more videos. They'll just be back to the regular 2 to 3 per week from this point on. Thank you guys for watching. Check out those social media links, and we'll see you next time.